Hey, good morning, good morning. Welcome to our ride this morning. How are you? How are you feeling? Let's just go ahead and take a couple minutes to just get ourselves centered and present and ready for our ride today, okay? So let's start by sitting up. And just go ahead and shake out your arms, shake out your shoulders. Let your belly relax. Hello, Sharon. Yeah, the internet just stopped for a second. And luckily, our software has a new feature where if that happens, you just resume. So we're going to decouple the upper body from the lower body and just pedal smoothly. And one of the nice practices is that we can just lightly rest our hands on the handlebars. I strongly discourage people from gripping them like this or like this, because it just brings in tension in the upper body that we don't need. In fact, we can pedal more beautifully, more smoothly, more supply, more powerfully if we just completely relax the upper body. So let's adjust our resistance so it's nice and light. And see if we can't just focus on feeling the muscles lightly engaged in the circular pedal stroke. And our hips nicely settled on the saddle and our belly relaxed. Just take a couple nice, beautiful, deep breaths. And now, as a group, let's start to bring our leg speed up a little bit and see if we can't get up to around 90 RPM. Still keeping the resistance nice and light. And really work on decoupling the upper body and the lower body. Removing the tension from the shoulders. Just starting to feel the breath pick up a little bit. And now go ahead and slow your legs down again. I like it when you guys use this. It's fun. It's fun. So notice how that affected your breathing. Notice how it affected the feelings in your muscles. Notice how it affected your mind. Mind. And let's go ahead and bring our leg speed back up. To around 90 RPM again. I want you to notice I'm not bouncing in the saddle. My hands are still light on the handlebars. Now, align your leg speed to the beat of this song right here. And it's very, very helpful to close your eyes and just focus on the input through the ears and the output through the legs. Okay, we got it. We're at about 92 RPM. Now, let's start to bring in some work. Add a little resistance that feels like you've now put some work into the muscles of the legs. And we're exercising. We're now exercising. Muscles are feeling a little challenged. I want you to see if you notice your breathing coming up now. But also notice if your pedal stroke is getting smoother as your legs get warmer. Can you take a tiny bit more in now? Just a tiny bit. This is an effort we could hold, 10, 15 minutes, that ballpark. So we're not screaming in pain in the legs, but we're most definitely bringing the breath up and the heart rate. Good. Close your eyes. Feel the rhythm. Now, leaving your resistance where it is. Just leave it where it is. Slow your legs. You can sit up if you'd like. You can return to the handlebars, check in with your hands. How light are they? Elbows slightly bent. You hear that? Let's come back up to speed. Same resistance we had before. Now, once again, slow your legs without touching the resistance. Grab a little drink of water, even if you're not thirsty. I know I don't follow my own rules. I never have water here. I never do. But if you have it, have some right now. Yeah, my heart rate's up. I would say on a scale of 0 to 10, I'm at about a 5 right now. So you got the same resistance that you had before. This song is 100 RPM. The last one was 92. Therefore, this is going to be more work. But we're warmer. We're more awake. We're more present. Come on up. Come on up. 100 RPM. Now, if you notice yourself bouncing in the saddle, I want you to think about stitching together that circle more smoothly, more effectively. Bouncing often comes from stabbing at the pedals with the quads. So see if you can stitch it together a little bit better. In 3, 2, 1. Slow your legs down. Are you ready? Coming back up to speed. In 2 and 1. Come on back. Now, if this is not getting you out of breath, feel free to add a little more resistance. You're welcome to do that. On an effort of 0 to 10, 10 being the hardest possible effort you can give, 0 being super easy, it's about 7. 6, 7. What are your shoulders doing? What are your elbows doing? In 2 and 1. Slow your legs down again, leaving the resistance where it is. Good. So we should feel like we're fully warm, ready to get into some serious work. So just using the resistance you had before, align your legs to this rhythm right here. See what I did there? From decades of cycling, if I have an itch on my leg when I'm pedaling, I hold my hand in one spot and let the leg hit the fingers. So I had an itch on the top of my calf. Okay, you ready? Add resistance to feel like a hill. Now the hips come in. Now the glutes really come in. Now we're torquing through the hips. breath is absolutely picking up heavy now. You ready for our first standing piece of the day? You know what to do. We add heavy resistance, we rise out onto the pedals, we stay tall, we keep the hands light. 3, 2, 1. Crank the resistance, rise into it, holding your rhythm. Yeah, I know. It's uncomfortable. Come on back now to seated climbing where we were before. Bring it back to light resistance. Good. One of the things that's fun about me for COVID times is that I get to connect with my little nephew, who's about 9 or 8. And he's learning guitar. So I give him little guitar lessons online. So today we're going to work on ear training. I'm going to teach him how to hear where the bass is, where the root is, where the chord changes are. And that comes to mind because I want you to use your own ear training. Find this rhythm with your legs at light resistance. If you want to, you can look at my legs. They'll show you the speed. Now, I would like all of us to find the edge a little bit here. We're at light resistance, we're at about 88 RPM or so. Let's find the edge. Let's add resistance when I tell you that we couldn't hold for a minute. Just couldn't hold this rhythm for a minute. If you find your legs losing the rhythm and slowing down because they hurt so much, just take some resistance off. Always stay at the rhythm. Are you ready? Take a deep breath. Add that rhythm, the resistance in. You see, I'm fine-tuning. I'm feeling, I'm sensing. So this is what I look like when I'm putting out huge power at 80-something RPM. Relatively relaxed, yeah? Now, let's bring it back to light resistance, but stay at the rhythm. And do a quick assessment of your out of breathness. And get ready for another try. Let's go ahead. Bring in that heavy resistance. You could not hold 1 minute. Now reduce your resistance, come back to light, hold your rhythm. Allowing the legs to just find the rhythm. Bring in hill climbing, heavy hill climbing. Heart rate immediately starts to come up. Now, quick opportunity to check in with our posture. How are the shoulders and arms doing? Are we decoupling the lower body from the upper body? Is the belly relaxed? You ready to come out of the saddle? We're going to stay there about 20 seconds or so. In 2. And 1. And in. Hold your rhythm. Now come back to seated climbing, staying with the discomfort. By staying with the discomfort, we'll allow our bodies to recover from that extra hard standing part. Back into seated climbing. One short out of the saddle piece. In 2. And 1, just a short one. Now come back to seated climbing. Try putting your hands closer together. Try releasing the belly. Beautiful. Back to flat road. want you to just breathe easily now. Allow your breath to recover. If you have your heart rate monitor on, watch that number fall. Probably a good time to check in and see how we feel mentally, emotionally. Probably feel pretty good about ourselves, right? Probably feel less stressed right now. That's good. When you're ready, you can add a little resistance and bring your legs up in pedal speed a little bit. Add some work in, moderate, light, moderate. We're going from active recovery back into just light exercise mode. We're noticing how the breath has recovered from that really hard effort back to just normal, kind of out of breathness, right? Just exercising. If you feel like it, you can add in a little bit more now. Just increase the workload a little bit at this moderate pedal speed, which in turn will ask the muscles of your legs to work a little harder, which in turn means they'll ask for more oxygen. Which means your heart rate will pick up and your breathing will pick up just a little bit. I don't think a lot of people realize that oxygen is required for working muscles. And so when they're working really hard, your body is signaled to increase breathing to bring more oxygen in and increase the heart rate to deliver that oxygen. There's a direct connection. And also to get rid of the carbon dioxide. It's a byproduct of the muscles working. It's also beautifully put together. Okay, taking your ear training, I want you to sense for the rhythm of this song on your own. I'm going to give you about 30 seconds just to sense it and align your legs with it, okay? So we're right around 80, 76 to 81 RPM, right in that ballpark. Let's bring some more resistance in. And now we're out together on a flat road. And now the muscles are challenged. And that little sense of doubt begins to creep into your head. Or maybe the question, how long do we have to do this? Noticing the breath picking up. Take your resistance down low and slow your legs. Could you hear that? That's my phone making notifications. Okay, bring your leg speed back up. Back to light resistance, around 80 RPM. Coming up, we have a very short but intense climb. So I don't want you to cook your legs right here. I want you to just keep them loose. I want you to stay warm. And I want to give you a little time to get your mind focused for what's going to be about as heavy as we can turn in the seated position, and then out of the saddle at least a couple of times. But remember, it's a short climb. So I'm sweating right now, right? I'm just kind of moderate exercise level. Slow your legs, add the resistance, get on the rhythm. All right, are your legs hurting right now? Bring in a little bit more. Hurting, uncomfortable. I want you to feel challenged, deeply, deeply challenged. In 2, 1, add heavy, hold your rhythm. Now come back to seated climbing, extra heavy. Remember this. into 1. Extra heavy, rise up. Come back down. Back to light resistance. Our final working song of the morning. Coming up. That wasn't it. This is it now. This will be. So we're just going to allow our legs to recover a little bit from that. That should have gotten the heart rate up really high. Close to your theoretical max. Certainly out of breath. Could hardly speak more than 2 or 3 words at once. Kind of like me. Let's go ahead and allow our legs to synchronize with the rhythm of the song. So we're at about 90 RPM. Final work song. Let's bring in some exercise level of resistance. Quick body scan. Close your eyes. Check with your shoulders. See if there's a nice line from the base of your neck to the base of your spine. Nice neutral spine. What do you say? We hold this rhythm and just give it our all for 30 seconds. Maximal effort for 30 seconds. Take a deep breath. Do that by relaxing your belly. In 2 and 1. Add that in. Maximal effort, 30 seconds. This is a perfect time to focus on your posture. A perfect time to focus on your breath or how the muscles feel. That's okay. Sense that scraping through the bottom, pulling the heel to the glute. Now come back to light resistance. So this is active recovery. We're at light resistance, same exact rhythm. Allowing our breath to recover. You ready for another one? Let's do it. In 2, 1. Bring it on in. Be even more relaxed this time. All right. Bring your resistance back to very light. Check your heart rate. Check your breathing. Let's go ahead and let our heart rate start to settle down. Just pedaling super easy, just like we were at the start of class, before we even began our warm-up, really. And just keep turning your legs super easy, allowing the body to recover. And we're noticing how the breathing's slowing down. We're noticing how our legs are feeling better. Celebrating what we accomplished today. If you can, take a little more resistance out. If you can, slow your legs down a little bit more. And I always tell people it's so good to self-assess. What's your breathing doing? What's your heart rate doing? How do your legs feel? How's your mental state? What are your emotions right now? Self-assess, notice. I don't know, maybe you were dreading doing the class and then you're happy now that it's over. That's okay, notice that. Maybe you're looking forward to the class and are upset it's over. That's okay. Pay attention to that. Maybe you want to keep writing. You can. I'm thinking I should eat. That's what I'm thinking right now. I'm hungry. But I'm glad that we had our ride today. Let's let our legs slow even more. And let's let our bodies sit up, all right? And let's let our legs just come to a stop here and sitting up nice and tall. Breathing from a relaxed belly. I can feel sweat just pouring down my face right now. Beautiful ride today. Well done. I want you to stretch your quads and your hamstrings and take about 2 minutes to do that. I'm going to keep the music playing and keep the stream live for you to do that. And I thank you for being here today. It was great to have you. Do your stretching. I'll leave the music going for a couple minutes. See you soon. Thanks for riding today. I'll see you soon. Hope you feel great. Talk soon.